Good day folks, and welcome back to another video slots review from AboutSlots. It's been a while, but we are back with a banger, with a blockbuster. Money Train 4 is released in about a month, and we have now gained access to the demo. One of the absolute legendary slot series, Money Train, is stopping on its last station. This is, according to Relax, the last game in the saga. And what a way to conclude it. Without further ado, let's dig in. The most notable thing about the game is how revolutionary it actually feels. The graphics are absolutely top notch. It just looks so much crisper and clearer than any other slot game I've ever seen. It's like a lot of slots have good graphics, but most of them don't really stand out in the crowd. Thus, it's kinda rare that you really appreciate the overall scenery of a slot. You might think of it when you enter it, and it's definitely important that a game is satisfying to play and look at, but this is something completely different. It feels alive, and it sort of feels like a video game, which is a feeling I really haven't had in a slot game before. Furthermore, the sound production holds the same quality, from the background music to the surrounding sounds and the spins. It feels thoroughly worked through. Stat-wise, it is what we'd expect. Solid RTP of 96.10%, a high volatility of course, a hit frequency of 20%, implying that you can expect to make a winning combination like every fifth spin or so. And of course, the max win has increased to 150,000 times the bet. The max win is of course a big carrot, and there is also quite a few new mechanics introduced, undoubtedly helping you in that max win chase. A huge upgrade to the game is its base game. High volatility games, which this is obviously a prime example of, often tend to struggle when it comes to entertaining regular players who are maybe only looking to do a few spins on a lower bet and expect some sort of action for their money. Of course, when there is potential of 150,000 times the bet, a lot of RTP will go into the really big wins, so you can't expect a too frequent amount of decent sized wins. And that has been sort of an issue in the previous Money Trains. They've had some sort of base game features like the multiplier respins, but that whole aspect has evidently been revamped here. It's once again a respin feature which can be triggered at the end of any spin, and it does feel like it triggers quite often. If you're paying attention to the slot spinning above, you see that you rarely have to wait for too long for it to activate. When activated, the symbol most present on the reels will be selected to be sticky, and a respin is awarded. On the left hand side, you can see how many times the bet your current amount of symbols will pay, and each time you land a new one, it builds on the meter, and you're awarded another spin. You can also land multipliers that will add to the total multiplier in the top left, and when the feature is done, which is when you dead spin, the total win, which you can see on the left, is multiplied by your overall multiplier. The whole bonus mechanic works identically to the previous games, where you need to land 3 or more bonus symbols, which can include the persistent symbols. You get 3 spins, and every time you land a new symbol, the spins are reset. We still have the collector symbol, which will collect all symbols on the grid, the payer that pays its values to all symbols, the sniper that doubles the value of a few other symbols, the collector payer that first collects value from a few symbols and then adds that to a few others, the necromancer that reactivates one of these features, and the persistent shapeshifter, which turns into another feature symbol each spin. But besides these, we are also introduced to the arms dealer. The arms dealer will convert 1 to 4 normal value symbols into feature symbols and then let them perform their actions. We also have the upgrader. Landing this will upgrade 1 to 3 feature symbols into their persistent version. And if you haven't played the previous games, a persistent feature symbol will perform its action every spin instead of only the first time it lands. Besides the persistent symbols, we are also introduced to the adjacent feature symbols. These are kind of toned down versions as they only perform its actions to adjacent symbols. Lastly, you can also land unlockers, which unlocks a locked row. As you can see, the full grid is not activated from the get-go in the bonus, so you can expand it to create more space, which you can also do simply by filling an entire row with symbols. And you can also land a reset plus, which increases the starting value of spins by 1, so each time you reset your spins, you have an extra spin on top of that. For those of you who want some quick action, the regular bonus can be bought at a cost of 100 times the bet, but you can also pay 500 times the bet, and that will guarantee that a random persistent symbol is active on the trigger. Alright, that wraps it up for the mechanics of the game. It is a lot, and we may not have footage of all the different features, etc. Some are of course more rare than others. The arms dealer, for example, is likely a very rare symbol to land because of all its potential it brings, but I think we at least covered it all. The demo is also up on AboutSlots.com, so you can check the game and its features out there as well. Alright now. Each part of this game feels perfect. But, you know, it's a slot game and a very volatile one, so of course you're going to get a lot of bad bonuses, but also a few crazy ones, and the way they're introducing all these new mechanics makes it feel really exciting. The base game is way more enjoyable, and there's so many new things to look out for in the bonuses. Many sequels often feels like the same game with a new skin slapped on, and perhaps this one might also give you that vibe sometimes, but you'll also explore a lot of new stuff that brings life into the saga. All that aside, I just want to congratulate Relax for this product. In the end, a slot game is just a math model with a funny ways to show you an X-win. And in this one, it really is a fun way. This graphical production and its mechanics applied to it is one of, if not the most complete slot game I have ever seen. The rating, I don't know, it checks all the boxes, so it is at least as close to a 10 out of 10 as you can get. Thanks a lot for watching another one of our reviews. The game is set to be released at September 20th, but we have a demo version of it on AboutSlots already if you want to check it out. There you can also read other slot, casino and provider reviews, participate in giveaways and claim exclusive casino bonuses. Remember, if you gamble, gamble responsibly. Until next time, peace!